Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, for those of you who are brand new. I'd like to start off by saying thank you all for the likes, the loves, the shares, the subscribes. I do genuinely appreciate it. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. So I'm going to start with an Eloquii card. Eloquii means she who, for those of you who are brand new. So we're going to see who Aries is showing up as in their reading today. So I would like to invite you all to the Facebook Live events. Those are, you can find the link for those in the description box down below. And I would like to invite you all to the website where you can check out my blog and one of my friends' photography. As well as finding out how to get a personal reading if you'd like to support the channel. You can also find a link for that in the description box below. Okay, sorry, I hate the shameless plugs, but kind of got to do it. So we have She Who Doubts, Enid, Fear, Wariness, and Trust. Now, during the pre-shuffle and the meditation, before I did your reading, I only meditate for maybe five to 8 minutes on your cards while I'm shuffling. Anyway, I saw a lot of something happening at work, I think. There was a sense of impending betrayal kind of coming in. So for some of you who are picking up on that, there's an aspect of maybe not getting paid what you feel that you are owed. So Enid, she who doubts, is learning how to let go of mistrust. She has scars, both visible and invisible, that have held her back from living fully. She carries an ornate emerald pendant, which is said to promote the truth. It calms the wearer and restores self-esteem. Even though Enid is young, she knows that allowing doubt to hold her back will only harm herself. With the cautious eye of a wary doe, Enid ventures back out into the world. The message of this card is to examine your own doubts. We all have been injured by life in one way or another. If we continue to hide in the shadows, then we allow those who did us injustices to win. Now is the time to let go of old misgivings and learn to trust again. Wariness is not a bad thing unless you are using it to give yourself permission to hide from life. Put on a trusty talisman, slip your scarf from your ears so all your senses are engaged, and trust in your own unique power. Your questions. Who or what am I hiding from? How do my fears limit me? Where do I need to place my trust? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. The tarot. Okay, please show me thank you. We have the Four of Swords in your recent past. What is the present? What is the present for our beautiful Aries, sorry. We have the Magician, number 1. So you are manifesting something. You're working very hard. I can feel that. Let's see what the challenge is. It's making a decision, the Two of Wands. There's an action here, a gateway. What is the guidance? The Four of Wands. So this is working together. This is building a partnership. And what is the potential outcome? We have the Five of Wands. That is competition. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So that's a lot of wands. So this could be you, or this could be an inconsistent energy. There's an action here that you are wanting to take, but it's not mature yet. This is wanting to trust, but there's some sort of inconsistency to an energy that is making it difficult to trust. So let's look at this Four of Swords. This talks about rest and meditation and dreaming of what it is that you want to create. But the Four of Swords also can be a place where you're dwelling on the past a little bit. So let's look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, Capricorn in particular. The World, okay, so that's Saturnian energy, which can also talk about Capricorn. The Strength card and the Ten of Wands in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. So there's something here that you felt called to. Perhaps it was taking this break and closing this cycle. There's a sense here of alleviating a burden. There's also healing taking place here. There's a sense of fruition. Whatever this is, and whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with, there is a closing of a cycle here and the beginning of a new one. Now, it may feel like a lot, like you don't have the ability to temper these burdens, but there is this dreaming of like alleviating this hardship. And it was something that you felt very called to do. So let's look at the Magician. Please clarify the Magician. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. The Prince of Cups in the upright. And the Ace of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot in reverse. So what you have manifested is clarity. Clarity to, I feel like, what is in this cup. I do feel like there's a sense of kind of standing alone in this. I feel like this didn't turn out exactly as expected, but it turned out better than expected. With the Chariot in reverse, it can talk about not having control, but there's a real there's real love here. There's a new insight on what is in this cup. And I think it took a little bit of getting down off of a high horse, so to speak. Maybe even a sense of isolation in order for you to receive this message. It was also in a time where things seemed to have stopped. So in your challenge, which is the Two of Wands, stepping through these gates here, we have the Eight of Wands in the upright, the Hermit in reverse. Oh, that's a lot. We're not taking 4 more cards. And the Wheel. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So there's in this waiting period, you are supposed to be building the confidence, building the trust, to know when to make this move, when to come out of the silence. This is all about timing as to when you make this breakthrough. Now with the Queen of Wands in reverse, that's Aries. That you're not there yet. You're in reverse. There's something missing from this picture. The Queen of Wands is very confident and capable and charismatic. So there's something I feel that you are needing to prepare for. And with all of the yellow here, I do feel that it has to do with action, with creating that gut instinct. But there is a recognition of, I just noticed that we have the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands, which creates the 10 of Wands. We also have the wheel, which is a 10. So there's this aspect of the Hermit being a 9. There's this aspect of moving from the 9 to the 1 and coming out of this Hermit mode to burst through these gates onto the scene. So let's look at this Four of Wands. Please clarify the guidance. Why is the Four of Wands here? Thank you. We have the Emperor, which is another 4. The Four of Swords in reverse. Ooh, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. That is 4 fours. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in the upright. Okay, so there is a letting go of heartache and picking up this Ace of Swords. There's a union and a coming together here with divine masculine energy. There is a sense of sovereignty to this. There is something here that you can trust. There is clarity, there is vision, there is solid boundaries, right? So this is like talking about what is your empire. And again, this Four of Wands is celebration. This is marriage, this is union, this is a coming together for stability. And this clarity within decision. again, this is letting go of the heartache, this Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. There's something here that you've been saving, that you've been holding on to. And the Emperor, which is also Aries energy, along with this Queen of Swords, this is having the insight and the ability to delegate. So letting go of the heartache, moving from this place of rest into this place of union, and moving away from the stagnation. I do feel that there's a partnership here. Now, this could be around a father figure. It could be or a boss or someone who makes the rules. But there's this aspect of needing to drop the defenses, the old pain, and creating healthy boundaries. Instead of this, whatever this Four of Swords and Four of Pentacles in reverse is, there's this aspect of cutting what doesn't serve away. Okay, so let's look at the Five of Wands. We have the Three of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So the conflict is between, at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Cups, between what your wish is and what you're working for, or how you see your future. I do feel that there's a soul contract here. There's this, again, coming together with this Three of Pentacles, and looking forward with the Three of Wands. Now the Six of Cups represents nostalgia, but it can also talk about children. And again, I'm very drawn to the yellow in this, which talks about the solar plexus chakra and the confidence and the will and the drive. So there's this, in the Five of Wands, of all of the fives in the deck, is one that tends to be kind of like the hater's card, or the it's the kind of thing that could get you if you let it, right? It's not, it's almost like the practice round. For me, in this particular deck, it's kind of the get a grip card. So there's this idea of kind of getting a grip on what it is that you're going to make solid in this world. what is it that you're going to bring from the past with you? What does your happiness, what is your wish, right? Now, there is this kind of smug, there we go. This is between the heart and the ego. What is your heartfelt wish? What is your heartfelt wish? So, and are you willing to wait for it? Are you willing to fight for it? There is this idea of some sort of partnership from your past that is going to stroke the ego. And whether or not you really want this, like I said, this Knight of Wands energy at the beginning of the reading, it's very inconsistent, and it's also I wouldn't necessarily call it trustworthy. It's almost like a sense of habit. It's almost a something to do just to have something to do. It's training from the past. So let's get a goddess card. What is the final message for my beautiful Aries? What is the final message for my lovely, lovely Aries? I believe this is the first letter in these is always so hard to read. I'm gonna guess that it is Metis, wisdom, number 35, which breaks down to an 8. And then we're gonna get a spirit animal oracle card. We have number 14, chameleon spirit, act as if. It did come out in reverse. So we will read the protection message there. And number 51, be playful, sandpiper spirit, which breaks down to a 6. Okay, we'll start with chameleon spirit. Being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. Could it be you're feeling stressed because you've tuned in to challenging emotions that aren't even yours? Chameleon spirit does not want you to adapt to these conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feelings will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who may be having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. Not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own color from the rest of the world right now and take time out to soothe your sensitive soul. Choose some activities that will restore your sense of being grounded and avoid people who revel in drama. Take a break from social media too. Self-care and a timeout is the answer to this temporary dilemma. Sandpipers are like cute little clowns, poking their beaks into the sand before darting off to chase the waves. The appearance of sandpiper spirit is a sign that now is a time to engage your playfulness. Whatever tasks you have before you, perform them with a lightness of being. Explore the familiar, discovering the new in the old. Who knows what treasures await you when you let yourself laugh and have fun. Sandpiper Spirit's happy and curious nature can help you to feel rejuvenated as you remember your ability to run and fly and dance playfully. Very nice. Then we will look at number 35. Until I can say her name. Experience woven together with knowledge creates a beautiful thing, wisdom. Its parts are entwined like a finely made rope that is so strong it can't be cut. Wisdom, once earned, becomes an essential part of you. Right now, the Greek goddess of wisdom, Metis, says you know exactly what to do in your current circumstances. The real question is, do you have the courage and commitment to make a wise choice? Your answer is not to hide. You are being invited to look within rather than without. Take the wisdom you already have and apply it to your question. Perhaps, however, you must instead draw forth the humility to find someone wiser to weigh in. In this powerful time, others may seek you out for your wisdom. This is also an auspicious period when new relationships are founded on deep truths shared with others. You are entering a potent period of your life to share all that you are and all you have learned. Extraordinary things are possible when the goddess Metis reminds you of your wisdom and the need to express it. Your alignment message. The goddess Metis learned a painful lesson long ago and does not want you to go through the same experience. She chose to make herself small, dim her life force and inner light, and reduce her power to keep love. Who or what in your life is causing you to do the same? Do you dim yourself out of fear of reprisal, or because you have a sense that you are unworthy and unlovable, or perhaps too much or too smart? The goddess Metis offers an important alignment task. You must face this fear, this anxiety, and say a resounding no. Even in the face of the greater story of cultural conditioning, be brave and courageous and ask how you can be part of the solution. Playing small is an excuse to not be accountable for your personal power and to not be effective in the world. You have an abundance of life force energy in you, so come out of the shadows and let yourself shine. Take the risk and bring your wisdom to the world. We need it. That, my beautiful Aries souls, is your reading. I do hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. That's my dog dreaming. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, have a beautiful day. I love you. Bye-bye.